What's up, guys? It's your boy Salvajee. We're back with another Overwatch video. Okay, so PTR changes came in and they are insane. They're actually pretty huge. Reaper now has a 50% faster movement while in Wraith form. Basically, the developer said that the reason why this is a thing, it's because like that Reaper can chase down key targets. This is gonna be pretty insane, and it gives Reaper a lot of power, specifically in the meta game, of course. And I really do think if this makes it to live servers, that Reaper's gonna see a lot more play. So just in case you guys didn't know, one of the reasons why we got these changes in the PTR, it's because the Overwatch team thinks that we're heading towards a tank-based meta, like triple tank, and that's why they're buffing Reaper, they're nerfing D.Va, they're nerfing Zenyatta, and they're buffing Mei. So another crazy change that Reaper got is that now you can cancel out of Wraith form at will. Previously in the past, they said the Overwatch team said that they didn't want to do this, and the reason why they didn't want to do that is because they wanted people to predict where Reaper's Wraith form was going to end. But yeah, apparently that's not really a thing anymore, which it's really just crazy, right? Like, next thing you know, Widowmaker can get a massive nerf or a massive buff and we wouldn't even see it coming. Alright, another crazy damage buff that Reaper got in the PTR, as in when it comes down to DPS potential, is that now after you use your ultimate, you basically get all of your ammo back. So I have one bullet left on my magazine. I'm gonna come up here. Alright, and this is why, you know, I'm gonna put out there that Reaper has a massive DPS buff because of this reason right here. Alright, let's say that you have 8 bullets in your magazine and you're in a team fight. So you're gonna release all of those 8 bullets. You got 2 bullets left. You're gonna use your ultimate, right? And then you're going to shoot, you know, your entire clip. Then you're gonna Wraith form. You're gonna get an instant reload, and then you're going to get 8 more bullets for a total of 24 high damaging bullets that Reaper can provide. I'm telling you, Reaper is going to be meta, like meta defining type shit. Alright, like if he's not like the meta in the next upcoming season of Overwatch, or whenever these changes make it live, I don't know like when he is going to be. Alright, like this is extremely huge for Reaper and Reaper players out there. Holy shit, I guess I'm gonna have to start playing some more Reaper, huh? So another great change is that now basically you can insta-lock heroes faster. So now by double clicking on a hero, you can actually choose the hero. So, you know, now one tricks are going to be able to lock in their heroes faster, which is crazy, right? Because, you know, they did say that they wanted to, quote unquote, fix the one trick problem. This doesn't really help out, but hey, I'm actually really happy with it. Alright, there are a lot of games where I want to like insta lock Widowmaker, and I basically take too long and they still have from me. So I really like this change. Let's take a look at Mei. Okay, so Mei can now freeze multiple targets at once. Okay, so as you guys can see right here, her blaster is going to go through this little dude right here, and it's also going to freeze his buddy. Let me show you guys again. Look at that. So this is actually pretty huge, and I'm going to tell you guys why it's huge. The reason why it's huge, it's because now you can basically contest multiple enemies with Mei. Okay, for example, let's say that you're in the Hanamura choke point, right? And you're playing Attack Mei. Now, Attack Mei is going to be way more effective on the Hanamura choke point because she can freeze multiple enemies, okay? So again, that's also, you know, a really nice and good Mei buff that I think it's going to definitely make her get more play. As you guys know, Mei is basically a hero that's sort of situational, right? And this is basically going to make Mei, I guess you could say, more of a viable hero, while at the same time not making Mei too powerful. And the reason for that is because, of course, remember guys, Reaper got a buff and Reaper counters Mei. So they made Mei more powerful, but at the same time they also made Reaper more powerful, which means that, you know, Mei and Reaper are sort of going to be clashing more in the upcoming meta that, of course, we are going to be receiving. Junkrat players, guess what? You're fucked, because now he does 10 damage per... I'm just kidding. That's never gonna happen, sadly. Okay, so another change that they put in the PTR is they decreased Zenyatta's Orb of Destruction fire rate by 15%. Honestly, I don't really know why they did this. I don't really understand. I guess it's because, you know, he's part of the dive meta and they just wanted the dive meta to sort of like slow down, or, you know, they wanted the dive meta to not be a thing. Yeah, this is a huge nerf and a huge problem for Zenyatta. This makes him less viable because this little attack right here, the Orb of Destruction, is very, very helpful. In fact, I actually use it a lot whenever I do play Zenyatta on PC. Basically, what, you know, because there's going to be people out there, they're going to tell you the nerf and they're not really going to tell you how they impact the hero. So how this is going to impact Zenyatta is that now it's going to be way harder for you to be hitting Pharahs. It's going to be way harder for you to be hitting other targets that are, you know, within some pretty medium to long ranges. I guess they don't really want Zenyatta to get those long distance snipes with the right clicks anymore. So I guess you could say that's kind of disappointing. But at the same time, I can't really tell you guys that much because, of course, I'm not really a Zenyatta main, I guess you could say. I never really played him a lot on console. So yeah, that's one of the other changes that we got on the PTR. Alright, so another significant change that they brought into the PTR is D.Va. Okay, so the explosive damage of her missiles used to be 6, now it's 4. Okay, so D.Va's missile damage on impact it did 3, and now they basically changed it to 4. So basically D.Va got a 22% damage reduction with the micro missiles. So as you guys can see right here, we're gonna throw the missiles, and that's how much damage it's going to do. In the live server, it does all the way up to here. Okay, so it's not a huge difference, but it is something that lowers the amount of damage that D.Va can, of course, put out into the game. Keep in mind, this is the PTR. Not all of the changes might be finalized, but I don't know. You know, I kind of think that's kind of BS, and for the most part, you know, most of the things that make it to PTR, like 98% of the things actually always make it to the live server. There's one more change that I want to show you guys, and of course that change is going to be on Blizzard World. But before I get into that, how do I think this micro missile nerf impacts D.Va? I definitely think it impacts her. It doesn't really impact her greatly, but it definitely makes her sort of like a less type must pick hero. I mean, she's one of the most played heroes on every single level of play in competitive play. Okay, so basically this small nerf to her isn't really going to change her that much, while also at the same time, you know, sort of toning her down a bit so that other tanks also have a chance to shine, like, you know, maybe Orisa or I mean, or Zarya and all of that stuff. Anyways, let's move on forward to the Blizzard World change. Okay guys, so I'm at Blizzard World, and this is the change that I wanted to show you guys. So right here it says that they moved the first payload checkpoint back to 10 meters, and the reason why they did it is they said, we moved the checkpoint back for 2 reasons. The original location swung the map's balance too far in one direction, favoring the defenders. That's true. Like literally when you would get out of the defender spawn, you were basically right in front of the checkpoint, and you could literally shoot people very close to your spawn. And also, once you reach the checkpoint, once the attackers reach the checkpoint, you could basically go to the defender spawn and basically just obliterate them all. So let's go into Blizzard World and let's see, of course, how this change actually looks in the game. I want to pick Mei because, you know, she's very OP now. But yeah, I'll get back to you guys when I you know, when I get to the new checkpoint location. Okay guys, so right here I am in the new spawn location. I mean in the new checkpoint thingy. As you guys can see now, it's going to be here where the payload reaches the first checkpoint instead of course over here. Okay, so now, one second, I'm just gonna freeze this granny real quick. Now players can't get out of their spawn, set up a bastion here, and basically just, you know, completely rain down hell on everybody that's like right here, you know, trying to get the payload over here. You know, now they're gonna have to like move a little bit forward, because keep in mind, if you are right here, okay, you can actually avoid the bastion. Alright, you can even put up an ice wall like this, and then you can basically capture the payload. Okay, but anyways, so that's pretty much it. Those are some important PTR changes that you guys should be aware of, because of course they're possibly most likely going to make it to Overwatch. I don't really know how I feel about these changes yet. but I guess when the changes do come to live server, and as I test out the Mei buff as well in the PTR, I will definitely let you guys know. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, because I'm definitely going to make a video on the new Mei changes and Reaper changes as well. See you guys on the next one, and of course, thank you guys very much for watching.